Check it out. Once again, it's Bum Shadows with a live stream, but it's time. I think it's the first time I scheduled one and then I kept to the schedule. So that's very important. You know, you might say our little growing up a little bit, you know. So with that being said, here I am after a very, I'll get some personal tidbits out of the way. After a kind of rough week, weather-wise, just kind of drained me a bit, you know, but I'm pepping up, you know, I'm back, I'm pepping up, getting back on my feet, you know. Hey, what's up, Flavio? So, yeah, after kind of a trying week, it's to come on and just talk about some dang old wrestling figures, you know what I mean? Just got a package from Figure Collections. I got the two machos. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I got those in too. Nice, dude. Yeah, those are sweet. I haven't done them yet. I'm saving those doggies. But tonight, I did a poll in Zombie Sailor Toys one. So, Bumbox Unbox, Abdullah the Butcher. And there he is, and considering there's a bloody zombie sailor Sabu, I figured might as well add to the blood. And there he is right there. So I'll open that up. Hey, what's up? Just be chill. Just to be chill. This will be a good bum box, though. Oh, thank you. One of my few figures that you've done pretty well over the last year or so, says Waddy. Yeah, it already looks cool, I gotta admit. Putting Abdullah in my cart, but haven't bought him yet. Well, you know what? Let's see. You can use this maybe as an example. Waddy said it's really good. I always give him, but I do want to see for myself. If I could open this, I always have trouble with these. I guess that's a good thing. But this one is like super glued on there or something. I don't want to lose that fork. Nope. No fork loss, please. Where the hell is the fork? Oh, no, don't even tell me. I heard something. Oh, there it is. All right. All is one. All right, throw that out of here. Comes with a cute little fork. If I could put it where you could actually see it, that might help. Oh, there we go. Little forky. And before I put it in this man's hand, this is that man. That is Abdullah the Butcher. And holy crap, that is much Abdullah the Butcher. That's his body with those nice breasts. That's his forehead bleeding all over the place. That's his face. I mean, he's got the Iron Sheik boots. I'm thinking who did it first. I think Iron Sheik. But you know the boots with the curly toe. And that is Abdullah. His head is on there tight. Tight. In no way starts itching, but that's okay. This is really good. Yeah, Waddy was right. Not that I didn't. But yeah, this one is really good. Let me put the fork in his hand. But like he's stabbing someone or something. Oh, come on, baby. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. He's coming. He's either coming for dinner or he's coming for food. So, yeah, that's Abdullah the Butcher there. Who's this? Here we go. Rocco Rock was just minding his own business, and you know the rest. So that's the legendary Abdullah the Butcher. I mean, wrestled pretty much everywhere except WWE that I recall, or maybe when it was like, actually, I'd have to check on that. Maybe when it was like WWF or something. But don't quote me on that. I don't think you competed in WWE, but we'll see. Oh, his handies move. Little handies. Handies move. Wrist is good. Oh, you can do all types of things with this fork. You could do like a really sneaky like side attack. You didn't see it coming. And he's ready it's dual. I mean, it's really a dual figure because this could be going for dinner, Abdul. Like he's going for the mashed potatoes, or he's scooping and getting the lucky on Thanksgiving, and then it's for matches. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. Let's look at those sweet buns. Very nice. Looks just like Abdullah's bum, if you ask me. And like I said, I mean, that chest is legendary, you know. I'm sure it kept a man or two up at night. Either scared or who knows. That's him. He's big enough to kind of hang out in the corner. And his head's all bloody. Abdullah, hold on, let me make sure. There we go. Oh, here we go. Just be chill. I had to go back a little bit. I got Abdul out of my mind. So since the year is coming to an end, rate WWE's first run on Netflix. Netflix did it start the beginning of this, like 2025? Because I do forget. If it was last year, definitely a downgrade from 2024. But I'd say, I don't know. I'm trying to think of really what scale, maybe 5 years, I'll say. It's like a 3. It's like, okay, I think last year maybe it was a 4. I thought maybe headed for a 5, but that's like legendary territory for me. So a 3 is actually not that bad. And I don't think it's that bad, which before in some years it could have been like a -5 or whatever. Kind of terrible. I usually vote TRT, but I went for Epic this time, huh? Yeah, I think some I like to do the, like, what's it called? The poll, and then some, what's it called? We'll just do them. Man, his arms are still too long to write with zombie. You know, it's weird with that. Like, some of them, it really bothers me. For some reason, the mic awesome. But, like, I see it, but I don't mind. I don't know, for this figure. I see what you're saying. I mean, well, let me put his arm. That's his arm. His other arm with that. And he's a big dude. So, I don't know. You know, was Abdullah the Butcher's arm shorter? I'd have to see. I forget. But when I'm looking at this figure, I definitely recognize it. I mean, you know, I think it's pretty good. I think it's actually one of the better zombie ones that he's had. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. That is Abdullah the Butcher, fork in hand. He's coming for you, or he's coming for turkey. I don't even know if he likes turkey, but we'll just say he does for the holidays. Sweet boots, though. Abdullah giving out handies, I guess so. It's your fig fed. It's about people out there, you do what you like. Just with this forehand, ouch. Why do you like that one, as he should, does he? Oh, baby. I just messed something up. There we go. Oh, no, no more bum. WWE Netflix on a scale of 10, with 6 being the highest, -12. And then I see the word dong. Baba. I don't know what that means, but the word dong's pretty cool, so I accept it. Thank you. I like tossing around the word dong sometimes to describe what I gotta, describe. Dong is underused, but I think should bring it back. So yeah, on that note, I unboxed this here. Like Flash said, I got 2 Macho Mans in. I might have a little mega-sode because I got a bunch of machos, as you can imagine, to unbox because he's like the most like retro man. I guess is good for me, but is it? And then Ric Flair is another one I got a bunch of. Oh, actually, while it's sitting here, yeah, the Bloody Sabu, it is different. It's like, I don't know if it shows up. For people that don't know, it's like greenish, shiny-ish, if I were to say. So it's like, again, I know Zombie's known for the slight difference, but I don't know, I have to see the other one, if it's really like a difference that stands out, or if it's just like in shade. Is that Sabu also Zombie? Yes. Yep. The Sabu, I love that figure. That was like a series 1, and then there was like a pink variant, but I just love Sabu. I think it's pretty good. The finger pointing up's awesome. So that's that one. Yeah, you can stand here. Then I won't be able to see. All right, let me see. What do we got here? Just be chill with the matches. I really think it was the best wrestling company of 2025, but it's horrible. That shows how bad the year has been. Yeah, no, it's been bad for both of them, I'll say, but in comparison, I still would choose WWE over AEW. I tried watching that like and I didn't mind it, but then it slowly started to annoy me, to be honest. So I kind of like, and it's probably not the best take if you are an AEW fan, but I listen to like Jim Cornette Experience and him describe it because it's just so funny how pissed off it's. So. Yeah, AEW doesn't have much blood, false finishes, and 2-hour mid-card matches. Just kidding. That's Flavio. I suck at reading these. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. No, ZMB at the end said hi. I'll just say that. So hey for you. Think the new zombie sale is better or worse than the green one? I don't know. I think it's cool, because like Abdullah the Butcher, like you always see him bloody, and like Sabu, the same thing. There's so many matches where he's busted open, obviously the scars and everything. So I do like it. Blood placement's like pretty good, and it's like kind of faded in spots, like it was like wiped or dried or something. But he's got the head bleeding and stuff, and a few cuts on his arm, like you better get a barbed wire match. So I'd give the nod to that one, because when I think of Sabu, whether that's a good or bad thing, hey, but that's how I remember him, is pretty much bloody. Same with Abdul the Butcher. But they're both good. I like that Sabu. And then that one with pink pants, and got that one too. If I could, all right. This guy's got to step aside for a minute. Isn't the new Sabu the same figure, just a repaint, Waddy? Yeah. It's I was saying, like, I don't know if it's gonna be one of those deals like the Slick or Tawny where it's like a shade different. I don't know. one eye, we all know, but green, it looks greenish, shiny pants to me, I think. If I were to say this one's supposed to be just all gold, but who knows, until you get it in hand, it could just be like this, but lighter. And then obviously the blood, obviously. And then you say, oh, okay, repeat. WWE has more stars probably, and my boy Punk. So maybe it has the edge, maybe. Oops. I don't know if I like most of these bloody figures, really. They look kind of fake to me. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, because, what's it called? When I do get back to doing the fig fest. Yeah, because when you get it on camera, as you, oh, damn it, Ron. When you get on camera, you can see, like, okay, that's not blood. You could go, say ketchup. But I'm not just picking on Zombie. All the bloody figures are pretty much like that. Like too much ketchup. Maybe barbecue sauce, maybe. JR in the building. Just be chill. Saw that Finley there, Vince Russo called Triple H the worst booker he has ever seen. Do you know how bad you have to be worse than decades of bookers, and you stand on top? Yeah, he hasn't been doing himself any favors. Like I said, I got into it, like, slowly with the bloodline angle, then, what's it called? 2024, I keep going back to the last year. That was, like, a really good year, or at least I enjoyed it. But then, this year is definitely taking a downfall. Like, not a fall, but taking a downward angle there, so... Repaint, but alright. Flood is responding to Waddy. Punk just doesn't care anymore, to be honest. Says just be chill. Yeah, I mean, I know there was like that AEW like blow up thing, and I don't know who looked worse in that. You can discuss, but him in WWE, maybe in the beginning, I think the getting injured kind of like took away a little of his spirits, but I think he's picked it back up since. But that injury kind of like any injury sucks, but yeah, the timing of that was unfortunate for him. Nepo Booker, Triple H. Oh man. Who would have just came in as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who'd eventually like be running the whole show. That wasn't, as the saying goes, on my effing bingo card. As soon as the Stephanie McMahon angle started, I was like, yeah, I can see where this is going. You could. Why didn't you warn me? Sorry, Vince. Yeah, didn't Punk get injured in his first match back in WWE Royal Rumble? Or maybe had a few small matches before, but it was the first big one. Yeah, in that Royal Rumble. Yeah. You're right, Fly the L. He almost injured Braun at the Survivor Series 2025. He's clearly lost a step. Well, no, that's undeniable. I don't know. Is this guy, what is he, 45, 46? I mean, he's not going to be the same when he was 25, even 35, 36. I mean, you know, as you age, you're going to lose a step. Eventually, he's going to step away, just like John Cena, just like, you know, that generation of stars. So hopefully, they'll find a way to keep their legacy going and maybe put over some good, new, deserving talent. I could see that happening because CM Punk, yeah, he's getting older. I mean, what can you say? When you analyze the move closely, it says just be chill. I only saw highlights, so I'll have to check that out again. The Doomsday device, right? Oh, that's a great move. Well, I guess it might hurt somebody, but hey. Used to be a favorite in the pool as kids. You lifted some would soon to be chump on your shoulders and they got clotheslined right onto the pool. Good times. Wonder if Larry's death will hurt his future wrestling as well. I see AJ Lee is taking time off for it. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. I get it. I love pets too. Like, you know, and I get the connection and everything. I guess hopefully not, but yeah, I guess it remains to be seen. Yeah, I can picture. I mean, geez, like he's had him on shows. They made Zombie actually made a figure of Larry and everything, two versions. You know, so like there is like well known even because of Punk and his connection to him. So that's definitely sad. um, I'm sure it will affect him in some way. Now, hopefully, it won't affect his performance, but I guess it, you know, being human, it kind of has to, right? You know, that would be my guess. Can we have a Can we have a traditional Survivor Series match next year? I'm sick of war games. Yeah, I miss those days. Like, I think they did, but it was like on SmackDown or something, but I might be wrong about that. Doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and there was nothing wrong with that. I mean, I kind of like the 4-on-4 and the original 5-on-5, just because of spatial issues and people you could see the camera and everything. There was less people on the apron, so. But 5-on-5, I'd still take that. Would be cool. And just elimination. You can tell enough stories. There's countouts. There's DQs. You know, all the crappy finishes we all love. Went back and watched the highlights on his entrance at War Games this year, and you can see him clutch Larry's dad patch on his jacket. So they must have known his time coming near. Damn. Wish I read that a little better, Fly the L, but yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Ugh. Yeah. You know, maybe they were just like, got a way too ounce it, you know. Larry must have been sick. Ugh. Yeah, that's the worst. Been through that enough times. That's a killer. That sucks. Honestly, yeah, I thought the finish to the men's war games was kind of flat. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't really get me either. You know, I agree the whole thing either. I watched the highlights, but I mean, you know, obviously I know they're pushing Braun Breaker, which they should because that guy's awesome actually, but it was just a little too, you know. And then this whole masked man thing, you know, like, all right. Then immediately online they're like, oh, it's Austin Theory. It's like, well, I guess the smart thing is they could always like switch characters. I don't think he showed, if he had tattoos, I can't remember, but I don't think he showed anything that you could truly identify him. I mean, obviously mannerisms and stuff if you want to be a detective, but just watching it, I think, I guess I see where they're going with that. Tried to swerve us to think it was Rollins that jumped into the ring and curb stomped him. Yeah. I was like, okay. Like, yeah, that's not, you know, not to be like, oh, no, but yeah, I had a feeling like they were trying to pull that. Definitely. Yeah, so that's my current rolling day today wrap up, I guess. Which is fine. I keep up, I try to. Like I said, just honestly, I just more keep up with the WWE product. Not that it's been stellar. Like it's really like I was saying this past year. Hopefully 2026 they can, get up and have more a 2024 year as opposed to a 2025 year or a decline from this year, which is scary but possible. I've seen some WWE that's been horrible that day, and I definitely have. So it's definitely possible. I hope that isn't what's going to happen. So if it is Triple H's fault, hopefully he can get his head out of his ass. And that would be nice because then the product will be like a lot better than obviously what it is. Oh, geez. Imagine if 2026 is worse. Wow, says Flaviel. I know. That's what I'm saying. Oof. I really hope not. I really hope not. I mean, I see them like, and I think I saw it somewhere online or on YouTube, but that like they're focusing on like comedians and, rap stars like that have really nothing to do with wrestling. And supposedly, like, they show up and now they're going to drag all these fans along, like that hideous Travis Scott thing. That was one thing about, yeah, that, oh, I don't even want to get started on that. But yeah, that whole crap. And he friggin', yeah, he injured Cody. He broke his, busted his eardrum. That was nice of him. Not in a tough guy way. I've had a busted eardrum. It effing sucks. It's not like fun at all. So when he did that, I was like, God damn. Didn't put him out though. I'm just saying it does not feel good. All right, here we go. Just be chill. It would be really nice to see it was LA Knight because he has every right to do it because he wasn't on the team, even though the Vision have been attacking him. That would be interesting. I'm sure he could make a good heel. It would be interesting. Yeah, that would be cool. Wonder how Netflix buying parts or potentially buying parts of Warner Brothers will impact AEW. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, this might be. It's a pretty big hit to the abdomen there. But honestly, even what I said, I hope that they figure it out and maybe there was talk. I heard something like maybe TNT and TBS will like branch off. I don't know. I wish I could give the video credit. Gotta write these things down so I can give the video credit. But whatever video it was, yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, it's the train of thought because I was trying to remember like. I remember. Damn it. One of those moments. Oh, LA Knight could work. Him and Punk feuded a bit. Yeah, that would be all right. That for one, I thought was just be the original idea. Just be chill. Yes, good idea. And I can see that. What's it called? That Fly the Yellow agrees, and I agree. That would at least be interesting, if not anything. People also said it was Chris Jericho. You know, the nostalgia in me was hoping that, but well, you know what? He is supposed to maybe have that fun. That would be, yeah, that would hit me in the nostalgia, you know, but I always love that, so that's okay. But yeah, no, interesting. Yeah, interesting characters. I like the LA Knight. I didn't think of that, so that's pretty good. I think the figure mouth a little. I think the figure moved a little too quick and easily for an aging Jericho. Yeah. 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 They'd really have to turn up the kayfabe, if you will, and yeah, because and I could see Austin Theory being able to do that athletically. Jericho at a time in his career definitely could have, but the time is not now. Just like the last time is now. But that would be a nice swerve. You'd still play it as Jericho, but had Theory or someone actually do the moves. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know what, though? Like, yeah, that'd be cool. I guess it's still slated. It's going to be Gunther, last I heard. Not that I have anything against Gunther, but it's more just like, uh, nothing against the new guys. I guess Jericho would be the one I'd choose as far as like availability and people that he hasn't wrestled. Unless somehow Brock Lesnar and they had like a rematch. Somehow, I don't know how that would be working there, but if it was, that would be cool. And even if Cena didn't win, he could do like a lot better and like nearly even or something, as opposed to getting his bum whipped. Just don't get Gunther myself. I know Cornette loves the guy, but I kind of think he sucks myself. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make that like foreign heel like it used to be. Yeah, I just think he'd actually be suited like more as like a bodyguard for somebody or something. I don't know. Maybe that's bad to say, but yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like, and then they did him no favor. Jey Uso tapped him out, which when he's supposed to be like the submission guy, and that was just bad booking. So yeah, that yeah, that's rough. Apparently, I'm only in the minority. Most social media posts also like Gunther. Yeah, and who taps out to a sleeper hold? He just have to pass out. Yeah, he just has to pass. Yeah, he just passed out. Yeah. Yeah, that was not good for him at all. Yeah, and I think it's been talked about before, but that's true. Like, that did him no favors. Like, they think, wrestling fans are like, have that quote unquote goldfish memory where just forget like a few years ago. So, I mean, yeah, silly. Just chill. I thought Walter was actually the best wrestler in one of the world during his NXT UK title run. behind Kenny Omega and Okada. Well, Walter. Okay, I don't know off the what year is that? 2016, when like New Japan was really hot. I know who Okada, obviously Kenny Omega. I knew Walter. He was a lot heavier, but I guess it made him look more imposing. He's in shape. He's not not as tough looking. He's a tall son of a gun, and he's obviously in shape, but I just don't think he has it enough to be a top heel. Well, those are three wrestlers I don't enjoy, though I haven't seen Kenny and Okada wrestle back then. Yeah, I for what years was it? Maybe 2016, 2017. I actually started watching it, but I think what happened was this was when certain wrestlers, maybe Okada, were at a point where they were at the height, were like on their way down. Because I even noticed it in the matches and everything. And kind of the same with Kenny Omega, I feel too. Because he was really, really good. I don't know about an AEW though, but like maybe a couple of matches. I don't know. I don't know it well enough. I know Okada had his day, but you know. Honestly, Gunther isn't much more intimidating than Dominic Mysterio, but Dirty Dom works because he's a chicken shit heel. Yeah, on the other hand, wow, Dirty Dom. I remember watching the custody battle with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero for the custody of Dominic, and who knew that one day that kid would be like, quote unquote, the hottest heel in wrestling, you know what I mean? Or the top heel, one of the top heels at least in wrestling. Like, he's just got it. He's got it down. Maybe it's because Rey was so awesome and is awesome. I love Rey Mysterio. So he's got it in the old jeans. It's weird that he's like a foot taller. But hey, he's still got the charisma. And he is a lot like Eddie in a weird way. So it makes you think of that storyline. No, I'm just kidding. I think Okada is now phoning it in more than Punk. Got Khan's money and now is coasting. Yeah, that's what I've heard. But I know the name. I remember New Japan. I want to say like sort of 2000, just say 2016 and maybe 2018. Somewhere in that period, I watched it like 6 months straight. But then it started wearing on me, and maybe I just caught the end of the top of it. And why is Dom like 3 times the height of Ray? Is their milkman tall? Yeah, I know. That is crazy. And I remember being the case way back. He's like, here's my family. And he brings out like Dominic, and he's like 12 and he's taller than Rey Mysterio. But obviously, I guess Rey's just used to that in his life, but he definitely overcame it. And he's definitely one of the best wrestlers of all time, in my opinion. But I see what you're saying. It is funny, the contrast between them. Well, we're at the 40-minute mark. I think I'm going to wrap it up for this Friday. I want to thank everybody. Fly the hell, just be chill. You guys are really up in the chat, and I enjoyed talking with you guys. I enjoyed coming in. No one was rude. No one was a jerk. That's the way we all like it. We just talk some wrestling figures, and so everyone's cool. And I appreciate y'all. 7 more hours of live stream. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta wrap it up for tonight, but I'm figure out something for like Sunday. 'Cause that's my fun day. But no, actually it is my fun day, so I could probably throw some there. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Oh Waddy, geez. I just don't know what's happening in today's modern wrestling. Yeah, it's not to put a damper on it, but I have to be honest. It's never. Don't get me wrong. As long as I'm here on Earth, that's the best. The best wrestling to me was WWF 1988 to 1992. That's my favorite era. I like all the 90s, but specifically that time period. Like that's my bread and butter. What time Sunday you streaming? That'll figure out. I'll just make like a post like about it or something, I think. A lot of co-op, obviously choreographed flips and furniture break. Yeah, I hear you. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all. If I don't see you, I have something maybe on Sunday. But if I don't see you, definitely Tuesday. I made it on time for this one. First scheduled on time. I know. But yeah, I want to say good night, especially Waddy and Fly the L and Just Be Chill and all my people out there. Good night, L bums. Just be chill. You have a good night. Fly the L. Good night. Waddy, good night. And good night to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep bombing.